What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news update video, because Marc Guéhi is a topic of interest not just at Liverpool but at other top European clubs. So we will talk about him and Liverpool's interest in him and how likely it is that Marc Guéhi would sign for Liverpool in January and will he sign for Liverpool in the summer. But also we will talk about the Liverpool-Real Madrid game, which is tonight. Let me know your score predictions. It's one of the most highly anticipated. I'm really looking forward to one of the most highly anticipated clashes in the Champions League season, and Trent could potentially come back to Anfield and start, and I think he will get a very frosty, cold reception, even though some Liverpool players already came out and Arsenal came out there and said good things about Trent, the way he behaved, the way he left Liverpool. I think a lot of Liverpool fans hold a grudge against him, but that's not the main topic today. The main topic is Marc Guéhi, because Fabrizio posted a very interesting update hinting that Marc Guéhi's future may now be closely linked to the future of Dayot Upamecano, the Bayern Munich centre-back, potentially setting up a major European bidding war. Because Fabrizio is saying that even though Liverpool's attempt ended up in frustration because Marc Guéhi was so close to signing for Liverpool, he already was taking photos in a Liverpool gear, Liverpool top and shorts and training gear, and he also already posted a farewell, or not posted, but it was leaked, a farewell video made by Crystal Palace's in-house TV crew. And he ended up, even though he paused part of the Liverpool medical, he ended up not signing for Liverpool because at the last second, the Crystal Palace club chairman, Steve Parish, intervened, which is it's not illegal, but it's unethical, and it's so unfair to Marc Guéhi, his family, and also to Liverpool. Of course, Parish later justified his decision by pointing to Crystal Palace's European campaign and the risk of losing a key defensive leader without time to secure an adequate replacement. But they had all summer to secure a good replacement for Marc Guéhi, and they dilly-dallied. They sat on their hands and didn't do anything. And even though this move was very unpopular among Liverpool fans, it underlined the importance of Marc Guéhi to Crystal Palace. And even with Marc Guéhi in the team, they lost to AEK Larnaca in the Europa League. Sorry about the construction noises in my flat. I mean, not in my flat, but in front of my flat. They are doing this in the hole, and I can't do anything about it. So Marc Guéhi is important for Crystal Palace, but even though they started him, they played with Marc Guéhi, they lost to AEK Larnaca at home, which was one of the biggest shocks in the Europa League. Marc Guéhi, when you compare him to other centre-backs, his shot-creating actions, non-penalty expected goals plus expected assists, his actual assists and his actual non-penalty goals are all in the top 17%. And when it comes to assists, shot-creating actions and non-penalty expected goals and expected assists, his numbers are in the top 8% of other centre-back compared to other centre-backs in the top 5 European leagues. But even his touches in the attacking penalty area, his tackles are in the top 15%, successful take-ons, progressive passes, top 30% compared to other centre-backs. In terms of clearances, blocks and interceptions, he's not ranking very, very high. And also his pass completion and passes attempted, that's also not very high, interestingly. But he's a monster when it comes to progressive carries, successful take-ons, touches, and also shot creating actions, assists, goals. So he's a very dangerous player when it comes to scoring goals and defending well. It looks like Marc Guéhi appeared on Bayern Munich's shortlist as well, and Fabrizio said if Upamecano leaves Bayern on a free transfer this summer, then Marc Guéhi is on the list of Bayern Munich, not just Liverpool. They want to add in defense if one of their senior players departs, particularly if either Upamecano or Kim Min-jae moves on. And of course Bayern Munich would love to sign Marc Guéhi on a free transfer. Liverpool also are interested in Marc Guéhi, but we only want him on a free transfer and not as a January signing, even though I think Liverpool are playing a risky game, because if Van Dijk or Konate gets injured, and either of them gets injured, then Liverpool will be in trouble, because Joe Gomez is not like on their level. Leon is out injured for the season, and Joe Gomez is also injury prone himself. But let's wait and see. Liverpool played Robertson at centre back, sometimes even Endo, and even Gravenberch played in some games as a centre back, but those are not less than ideal solutions. I think it's safe to say that. Of course, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Man City are all monitoring Marc Guéhi's situation. And Steve Parish, the Crystal Palace chairman, already confirmed that Marc Guéhi told them he is leaving. He's not signing a new contract. There is no point offering him a new contract. So at the moment, Liverpool are playing the waiting game. Of course, Liverpool are firmly interested. That was also reported by Fabrizio Romano and many other journalists, and they are expected to revisit the situation in the summer. But what is to Liverpool's disadvantage and to the advantage of foreign clubs like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich is that they can negotiate with Marc Guéhi from January the 1st officially. Liverpool cannot negotiate with Marc Guéhi officially from January the 1st, because they are playing in the same league as Marc Guéhi's club. So they can only maybe negotiate like unofficially under the table. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage. And of course, Arne Slot's defensive rebuild has been gradual, but I think sooner or later Liverpool would need to sign a replacement for Van Dijk, because he's getting on, 34 years old, and Van Dijk has been a little bit inconsistent this season. He's still a tremendous world-class player, but in 1 or 2 years should sign a replacement, not necessary to replace Van Dijk right away, but to learn from him, to develop next to Van Dijk or under Van Dijk's tutelage. And in 1 or 2 years, when Van Dijk eventually leaves, then that player should already be in the squad, ready to step up and make a difference. So of course, Liverpool's next summer window when it comes to centre-back signings will probably be a defining window, because Joe Gomez will probably move on, and who knows, Konate's contract is up, Van Dijk needs a replacement, so Liverpool could sign as many as 2 or 3 centre-backs. For Liverpool, of course, it isn't about, transfer fee this time. It's about convincing Marc Guéhi that Liverpool is the best project for him and offer him a good enough signing on fee, a good enough transfer fee. So Liverpool need to do some persuasion. Timing of it is important, and of course we need some good luck that other clubs Liverpool need other clubs not to have an agreement with Marc Guéhi. For Marc Guéhi personally, he reacted remarkably calm to his failed transfer. He probably said to himself, it's out of my control, I can't do anything about it. Maybe personally, privately, he was probably quite upset, but he didn't make any statements against Crystal Palace. He was like a model professional. And speaking on the interest, Graham Bailey, a transfer journalist, said, I said months ago, Marc Guéhi is going to be one of the most in-demand bossman free transfers of all time. And that is how it is shaping up. He's going to have his pick. Marc Guéhi could pick from some of the biggest clubs in the world, and that's a very good position to be in. Fabrizio Romano also said something interesting on his podcast, moving on from the Marc Guéhi story. Let me know what you think about the Marc Guéhi story. And he said that Chiesa remains on the periphery at Liverpool, and it's clear he's not one of Arne Slot's favourites. So it wouldn't be totally surprising if Chiesa left in January. However, I think Liverpool need him. It's been a strange start to the season for Chiesa, because at the very beginning of the summer the plan was to leave. But then everything changed several times with Arne Slot and with the management, with Darwin Núñez sold, Luis Diaz sold, Diogo Jota tragically passing away. Chiesa found a way into the Liverpool team, but still he hasn't been a regular starter in the Premier League. The desire of Chiesa is to finish the season at Liverpool and then assess the situation in the summer, Fabrizio Romano said. But when Chiesa goes public and says, I want to stay here, I want to compete for my spot, it's the reality. Chiesa wants to continue with Liverpool, and then of course obviously he wants to play, but he also needs to play. Otherwise in January I would not be surprised if Italian clubs return to the table and try again to get Chiesa from Liverpool. They might try, Fabrizio said, but at the moment the desire of Liverpool and Chiesa is to continue together. I don't think it's going to be an easy move in January, but interest remains and we have to follow the game time in the next 2 months. On Marc Guéhi, Fabrizio said that we have new rumors about Inter. For Italian clubs it will be very difficult to go for Marc Guéhi because of the salaries that other big clubs can offer. From what I'm told, there are English clubs very interested, Liverpool and others. There are also top Spanish clubs attentive to the situation. Marc Guéhi will leave Crystal Palace, this is for sure 100% guaranteed, and Bayern are also there. If Davies leaves Bayern on a free, or if Upamecano leaves Bayern on a free, then Guéhi is one of the players who are part of the list at Bayern, and who, in terms of players, they would want to try and add Marc Guéhi to the roster, because on a free transfer it's a no-brainer to get Marc Guéhi. He's a phenomenal, sensational player. Liverpool still have quite a lot of injuries before the Real Madrid game. Alisson, Alexander Isak, Frimpong, but Curtis Jones returned to training, which is good news, and Ryan Gravenberch played sensationally against Aston Villa, scoring a goal. Xabi Alonso, of course, come back to Liverpool with a defensive crisis as well, because he is without Rüdiger, Carvajal. Alaba remains a major doubt, but Trent Alexander-Arnold has recovered from his hamstring injury, so Trent will make an emotional return against Liverpool. But I'm really fascinated how the crowd will react to Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think some people will boo him, definitely, and he will not get a very warm welcome from some Liverpool fans. Others may be, more welcoming towards Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that is going to be very, very interesting. Let me know what they think about that in the comments below. And let's talk about Jamie Carragher commenting on the difficult conundrum that Liverpool face once Alexander Isak comes back from his injury, because of Ekitike and Isak playing similar positions. Carragher said that Arne Slot faces a difficult task of integrating both Ekitike and Isak into the team. Carragher said, Ekitike has to play now. I could totally understand, it's not easy, and this was always my reservation about buying 2 strikers for that much money who both play in the same position. It's very difficult to see a Liverpool team or any team get 2 strikers on the pitch, unless maybe you are playing 3 at the back. It's not easy to do that. I understand trying to get Isak in the team, even though Ekitike was doing well. He's a great player. Arne Slot has got to get him fit. He has also paid a lot of money for him. My mind boggles going forward how this is going to work. But right now Ekitike has got the shirt, he's playing really well, and it will probably do Isak a little bit of good if he's out of the team to build his fitness up in training more. That's the key, I think. Alexander Isak needs to get his groin ready, he needs to strengthen his groin, he needs to get his fitness up. But the good news is that Ekitike is playing so well, Liverpool are under no pressure really to rush Isak back, because Liverpool have a great player in Ekitike. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Come on Liverpool, let's beat Real Madrid. I'm really looking forward to it. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Good night.